Peace reflections and divine greetings to the chosen ones. Alright, I finally got a full page of something to write or speak about, so yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so in this video I want to talk about how we can be ourselves to where we can just flow, right? Be in that flow state. So first thing I wrote down was, man, I've been taking these notes for like probably the past 3 weeks. So yeah, I can't really, reach back in memory of what those energies are that I wrote down on these pages and shit. How I usually, remember what I wrote down in these notes, But I'll do my best. Fulfill yourself to raise your frequency. Okay, so yeah, I was talking to my friend the other day about how even just having a cigarette, right, can raise your frequency. Doing low vibrational shit, right, with the right, with the right energy can raise your frequency. But, of course, the only problem with that is you'll build some kind of connection. I don't want to say attachment, right? You'll build some kind of connection to that low vibrational thing, right? Which can build an attachment to it. So, be careful with that. And then, move as one. Right, so when I wrote this down, I was thinking about how, when you meet up with your friend, right, your energies fuse in your consciousness, your being, right? You both become a different person, right? A different energy, right? Like fusing in the Steven Universe or Goku and Vegeta. And then, so my bad. So your energies fuse, right? And you can see this when you guys are trying to think about something, right? Or like even when you guys are debating about shit and you start predicting what each other are gonna say, or like other ways of telepathy and mind reading and energy reading and shit, right? Like that, right? Off of each other or with each other, right? And then gotta silence my mind so I can let the energy flow. Right, man, I haven't been in this state in a minute. Yo, I like, wow, I can feel the thoughts coming back to me, like in this little pot of energy that's being handed to me type shit. It's cool. Yeah, I haven't been on this dimension in a minute. My bad. I'm getting cocky. Letting myself forget shit so I can remember whatever. But yeah, so you guys are gonna fuse, right? Your conscious, your thinking process, it'll fuse, and you want to learn how not to lose yourself, right? Maintain your individuality, both of you, or whoever else is in the group, right? So that you guys can, that is a beautiful woodpecker. Peace reflection. Alright, but yes, so you guys can, maintain your own sources of creation and continue to build within that moment, right? and flow in the moment, right? Let that energy flow. And you can also feel this, like, the flow of each other's energies, you and the whole group, right? Um, just to gauge, right? Like reading the room, right? Just to gauge on, like, when to do certain things and how to introduce the next moment, or what you want to put on the plate type shit, or the table, I should say. Intuition tests. Yes, you're gonna want to, like, play a lot of games with intuition tests. Man, I forgot the exact app, but like the app, the icon, or like the picture, profile picture, I don't know. The picture for the app is, I looked up intuition games, right? Or intuitive games, I think. I looked up intuitive games. So then, one of the intuitive games I found was, it had a picture of a silhouette, right, sitting in a crisscross meditative pose, and it showed the chakras, you know, as just the colored balls, and then I guess they made it look like light. So they made them look like they're glowing colored balls, in front of where the chakras are supposed to be. And then the background, I think it was like I forgot what you call that, like rays of light, right? It was just rays of light. I think it was in the form of like a arch, right? In the form of like forgot what that specific arch is called, but like you can see it in sunsets and shit, or when something is in front of the sun, right? That kind of an arch. Like when in movies, when you see the sun behind the earth, or the moon in front of the sun type shit. But yeah, that's a really good app to look at, because it's got a lot of good, cool tests in there, and that'll help you connect and gauge your energy and help that shit flow too. I see some of my friends. I don't know. I don't even want to say I know these guys, because I talk to a lot of people. There's just some people who are cool. I don't know if they see me over here in the cut though. Look like they're looking over here. Alright. But yeah, I seen some friends. Moving on. Yeah, to the intuition test. Gauge your energy, learn how to know what your energy is as well, because we be being moved by other energies a lot. So, and I hope you can keep up with my, I guess, slang, the way I'm speaking, be being moved and shit, right? I just want to keep it as simple as possible, because yeah, I'm already explaining complicated shit. I don't have to explain it in a complicated way, with complicated words also. So it's like, yeah. And I guess that's why I haven't really, opened up the dictionary to look at all this shit too, because I had to learn that lesson and express it to myself just now, so that I didn't, extend my energy for no egoic reason, right? Energetic move stages up. Energetically move stages up. I don't know if I meant to say up stages, or if I meant to say stages up. And in that case, what do I mean by stages? Okay, because when I think about, moving up stages energetically, right? I think about how you mastering your chakra system, right? First, you mature and stabilize yourself here in this material realm and like learn it and all that extra shit too, right? Build the intelligence around it, and then you move on to the emotional stuff as well. Because then you can see how energetically you're entangled in different things outside of you, quote unquote outside of you. What else I have to say about that? Ew, did they just throw something at me? That's crazy. I think that birdie just threw something at me. Oh no, there's gaps in here. I was supposed to fill this in with stuff. Okay, that's fine. I don't know. We'll come back to that if we need to. Because I really want to talk about this next one. Stepping outside your comfort zone to, I think this says experiment. EXPO, I think, N? Expand. Oh. Yes. Oh, right. It. Expand it. Okay. Right. Oh my goodness. Yes. Step outside your comfort zone to expand it. Right. Is what I've been working on, so that I can, freely deliver these messages to you guys without blockages in my energy. Right. And like when you look at the different planets, right, in your natal chart and your different chakra systems, you can see how these energy blockages play a strong part in you trying to manifest your abundance, like whatever you call abundance, right, in the next moment or in the long-term moment type shit, like that can either just be within a friendly conversation with some people, right? Like those people I've seen over there, right? It just be in some small moment like that, or it can be in some big shit like you planning to go to a trade school for this and that, right? Like that's another fucking thing too, guys. Like get into trade schools and stuff. Like if you're going to use their system, abuse their system so that we can crash their system, right? A wise Joe was talking to me earlier. Like, excuse me. I want to give him a shout out, but I need to let him know what I be doing and shit. Like, cause Mans is wise. He's not like so woke to, I can tell. Basically, what I want to say is that I can tell that nobody has. Like, he hasn't watched a YouTube video about shit, basically, right? He hasn't had to go on social media to find out this and that, except, like, even when he has, right, to go on, like, Twitter and shit, just to look at some news, right? Like how we usually be doing now, because we break away from the news naturally, because the matrix is falling. We're becoming too wise to this shit. Like how he is becoming too wise to a lot of shit, right? So it was like really cool. He got to like teach me a lot of shit, but then again he was still like, seeing things from a earthling's perspective, right? And not really, he wasn't really in touch with, what really was going on in history. But the shit that we got to experience, right? Like with King Von and shit, and what was really going on behind the scenes energetically, and like all that, bro, all that shit, bro. Like, how the fuck do you know this shit, bro? Like, yes. And then, but like even the you can tell he's still waking up though, because even the bullshit history that we be trying to decode and shit, right? He's still like the way he feels about it, it shows that, he rejects it, but What's the opposite of rejecting? Accepts it, right? He accepts it to an extent and in a way to where he can still be disconnected from it, if he just did a little more research. That's all I'm really trying to inspire people to do, just a little more research about this and that. Because, like, y'all, we is on point for real. But we don't have the full story together. Like, a lot of people, I'm not, everybody that I meet, right? Everyone that I meet nowadays is connected to something, right? To some truth. And because of that, it's like everything else in life, they're starting to decode for themselves. But because we haven't accepted the celestial thinking, right, of or the cosmic way of thinking about all this shit, right? We're still stuck on the quote unquote earthly way of thinking about all this shit. We get stuck in different energetic traps and loops and shit. Remember, energy is also thinking or thoughts or ideas and shit that they've promoted, right, to us to teach us and program us with, right? So it's like, damn, like we're so close. We just need a little more research. But yes, I guess that was also something I wanted to talk about, moving the stages up, right? Because it's like, yeah, we move up stages, right? But now we need to level up the stages themselves so that it's not just more challenging for us, but so that it will, like how I like to say in games, right? Oh, 100% HP. Don't make me try too hard now, guys, right? Like, because you're actually y'all jumping me now, right? Now I actually have to try. And now because I'm actually trying, my health, I'm retaining more health by the end of the match, right? So it's like, yeah, we have to advance the projects that we're working on, or the stages that we're working through, in such a way so that we will advance in such a way by the time we come out of it, right? And this will build a momentum for your flow of energy type shit, right? It'll put you in a whole other flow, right? And the more you get used to is also like when you start smoking weed or taking shrooms, right? Or drinking, yeah. Like you start tripping off of it because, you're not used to it. So your experiences with that shit is way different from when you start getting used to it and you can just get a high or a buzz and you're not tripping no more. You're not getting wasted and shit unless you choose to. And even when you get wasted, you don't even really trip unless you somehow lose important parts of your consciousness, of you being conscious of what you're doing or yourself and all that other jazz. Man, I skipped the intro. We're 18 minutes in and I'm only on the 1, 2, 3, 4th line. Crazy. Oh wait, 5th, right. Now we're moving on to the 6th. Awesome. Oh, and 18.6. I think that's divided by 3. So yeah, that was 6 3 times. That's cool. My bad. I'm finding my spot again. Conscious in battle. Yes, this says conscious in battle. Shared time, dialogue, feeling. Whoa. I feel like this is something deep I was writing down. I'm gonna have to come back to that because I don't want to waste too much time thinking about it. Because, whoa. Dream with music, right? To manifest. Oh yeah, they are coming over here. That's cool. They did see me. Y'all might y'all might get to see them. But or they're probably going somewhere else. That would be a cool coincidence. But yes, dreaming with music to manifest because bro, also it'll help you protect yourself in your dreams. Because entities be trying to trap you in fucked up situations, and just setting the right mood or the right lyrics or the right, song can help you reset the vibe, image, and all the extra shit in the dream. And then, yeah. So, and then, dream music, right? Okay, so, right, the way it'll help you manifest, right? So that's just how it can help you protect yourself or maintain a certain vibe or like, right, and then helping you manifest. So like, you would want to try to make certain personal or like energetic connections, right, to certain parts of, your favorite songs and shit. So that when you play them, it can play those. It can like it'll play a whole performance of that it'll create an experience for you, right? um to go through to simulate, your personal connections and that energy that you are tying to that song. So basically, like, let's say like in that song Once Upon a Time, right? How I made the personal connections to the opening of that song with those lyrics, right? Because of the the instruments and like the style and the feeling of the song. It reminds me of a certain time period, right? Where things were more this way type shit, right? And then the lyrics were, when it comes to wordplay, I'm bringing it. The next lyrics is, everything I do is spine tingling, guaranteed to keep your mind lingering. So then like the energies that I tied to that, right, would be you know, with the throat chakra and my Mercury planet on my natal chart, right? My Capricorn energy is how it's so like intelligent and playboyish. I don't know if you guys get to see that much because, my Mars energy, my Aries childish, energy be trying to shine too hard. But, yeah. And then, right, when it comes to wordplay, I'm bringing it. I'm bringing that shit, bro. Because, like, bro, if I really sit down and take some time to think about some shit, like, oh my goodness, bro, when I'm in the Astros freestyling, bro, oh my fucking god, like, this should be like accurate, on point, relevant, and it'd be so beautiful the way I just put the wordplay together. But then if I try to like freestyle that shit on the material realm, because I'm listening to my thoughts in such a way, it just fucks me up. But like when I just let those thoughts play out, and like in a freestyle, I'm not saying like me taking time to like think about the next thing. I'm just saying like letting my thoughts go, right, and play out in a freestyle. And then this shit is sorry, I saw another friend. And then she's still pecking away, the woodpecker. Ew, why am I getting distracted like that? Oh no. Fuck. When it comes to wordplay, I bring it in. Oh, and then when I do shit, it's spine tingling, guaranteed to keep your mind lingering, right? Because of my thoughts and how they form and shit. Oh, right, that's what I was talking about. The freestyling. It's just because of how my thoughts are right? And how they form and play around and just go wild and shit because it's not linear in there. It was never linear in there. But yeah, so like when I start doing shit, my Aries energy is just like, spine tingling, guaranteed to keep your mind lingering, bro. Like, how did you just show up one day, right? We've been having you work day in at night and shit, in and out, and you've been on punishment, sitting at the table, right? Just, you had no time to go in and create web shooters and go do all this extra shit and have all these hidden toys stashed in this and spot and that spot and like, bro, what are you doing? When? How? Why? Like, and then like the other shit, right? That's just me, creating shit, right? That's not me doing this, like nothing with the stuff I've created with. Like, the school was my battleground. That was my testing ground. That was my play, the playground, like this and that, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. I don't know if I told you about this already, but like, yeah, those snow bombs. Yeah, I don't know if I told you about that, but yeah, I made snow bombs and we were playing this crazy game at school, and I used the snow bomb, and it worked in a way I wasn't expecting. It worked better than expected, type shit. So it was like, I didn't even know at the time how skilled my skills were, type shit. And for me to just be running around, doing this and that, I understand why I was getting bullied now. It's not because I was cringe or this and that. It's like they were just using my cringe, right, to bully me. Everyone's cringe. But if you're just being too cool and off to the side, right, and not causing attention to yourself, basically, if you're just, hiding your energy and not trying to really express yourself, then you can hide from the crowd and not give them a reason to be mad at you and want to, show you that you're not as good as you think you are. Nigga, no one was trying to be as good as you think I am. Okay? I was just trying to be myself. Thank you. Oh, I'm not on that. Oh, like, whoa, what is this? Conscious in battle. Yeah, we're skipping that. Okay, dialogue feeling. No, that was just on the next line. Dream with music to manifest. What else have to say about that? I don't think I have much more to say about that, right? Just, oh, right. I wasn't even fucking done, because, okay, so that's just an example of like the energies that I tied to those lyrics in that part of the music, right? Now, when I'm in the dream, right, the way it'll manifest is like whatever I'm doing is like I'll start to speak, right? Because the first lyrics was when it comes to wordplay and brain, right? I'll start to speak differently, right? Start spell casting and shit like that. Then everything I do is spine tingling. Then whatever my spells were will come to fruition through whatever I'm doing, right? It's like the universe is using my avatar to mock my consciousness of what it was, thinking about and shit, like, right? So then, and I say it's the universe, right? It's your higher self, because, we be on autopilot a lot, and sometimes our higher self has to take over for us. Different parts of ourselves, right? Like your inner child to save you from certain shit. Knowing systems, right? So I just helped you. Oh wait, no, that's just within the dream. Fuck, my bad. So then when it starts to manifest, right, in the real world, right, now you're going to end up having moments where you are so high, right, or so lucid, right, so in such a perfect buzz or such a perfect state of mind, and heart, and whatever else you feel in your body, right, to all those energies, right, to help you be in the perfect state to build within a community or just by yourself. But yeah, when you're building within a community, it's much more powerful. I mean, your own personal individual manifestations will be powerful, right? Because it was just with the, due to it just being from an individual. But then, like, when you get the energy from a group of people, then you strengthen it. But yeah. So basically, yeah, all of this did happen, by the way, because like all of this led up to that homecoming night where I started, you know, freestyling on the beat, wordplay, I'm bringing it, and then I started doing, the dances and shit that was like relevant to what I was, freestyling, and then this and that, and it was like so entangled and in tune with everything else that was going on within that crowd of people, right? The energy that I was connecting to. I ended up summoning people and all that other shit, right? Carrying on throughout the night, I ended up doing a whole lot of other crazy shit that I like, what? My bad. That shit was fun. That shit was too fun. But yeah, that's how you can do that. Listen to certain songs, tying certain energetic chords to them, right, with conscious energies too, and all those other energies. Just check out your chakra system. And then, yeah, playing them in your dreams, guiding you throughout the dreams, and then manifesting that lucid energy into your waking, quote unquote, waking life, right? Because we're not really lucid out here when we wake up. We gotta wake up like 5 times when we wake up. Like, everyone normally wakes up at least like 3 times, right? You get up, no, you gotta wait for me to wake up, right? That's what we always say, right? And then even then, after we wake up that time, we still gotta wake up another time, so then we can, like, actually really get active in the middle of the day. This is when this usually happens, right? When the sun is at its highest, right? Solar energy. And then, but yeah, if we were like really, trying to be on that level, right? We have to wake up like twice as much as we usually do, is basically what I'm saying. And then, yeah, so knowing system, cornering info, knowing system. Oh, fuck, right. Okay, so when I said cornering information, right, I was just saying how, like, we use common sense, right? They have played on our common sense so that our common sense has been infected, right? So then when we try to use our common sense, sometimes it and our intuition, right, it'll be wrong, and it'll point back to the frequencies, right, of their matrix. It'll point back to the frequencies of their matrix. Like, what I mean by that is, like, when I said taking shrooms and meditating on certain frequencies, you'll find the matrix frequency. You can get lost in it. It's just because of all the systems of spells and this and that's in it, right? It's just made to make you believe in that bullshit false reality that they try to promote to us. So when you try to use certain information, right, to corner, right, to pinpoint, forgot what this math is called, but they use it in the military when they want to send missiles somewhere, right? Like damn, I can't even think of that word. Come on now. Hold on, I gotta put in a little more energy to fight for this information. So hold on, y'all. damn, it's like I can hear it echoing. It's like when I try to say it in my mind, it's silent, but then I can hear it echoing. That shit is pissing me off. It's like, whatever. Coordinates, yes. Trying to find some kind of coordinates, right? Whatever. I don't know all the lingo. I mean, I know the lingo. I'm not about to fight for that fucking information right now. But yes, to try and pinpoint the coordination of hidden information, right, within this long ass dialogue that they have created for their systems, right? I don't want to just say the political system, because it's a lot. It's a lot, you know. So it's like, and I say dialogue, right? Because when I tap into these frequencies, it's more just like a long ass dialogue that's like not in a linear line, right? It's I'm not meant to, no. I'm about to laugh and cry at the same time, bruh. I'm about to try and explain how this shit, you know, comes together and forms. It's just, when you walk up on it, it's there. When you go through it, it's not there no more. And you find something else. You find the next thing. Sometimes you can find other things if you sit in that one thing for too long, right? Because that one thing could have doorways to other shit. That's another conversation for another video, or probably for later on in the video. God, I'm only halfway through this one page. Okay. Yes, but that's how you can create a knowing system, right? An inner knowing, because like we already have an inner knowing, right? But we just contradict ourselves in our thinking, and we let other people lie to us and shit, and other stuff like that. You know, because we also want to follow certain idols, right? We have to continue agreeing with certain, you know, realities that's probably not accurate with our reality, right? Candy. I got candy. Candy. I would have just chewed a little piece of gum, right? That mint is fucking up my stomach. The mint, yeah, it's fucking with me. Candy. All right. Knowing system. Cornering information. I left some room to, like, you know, add to this knowing system. But yeah, I guess we can talk more about that in another video. But yeah, how is the knowing system going to benefit your flow of energy, right? Well, it's going to help you, right? Like I said, the intuition, common sense, right? It's going to help you know your energy and yourself, being able to gauge all that shit, and what kind of flow that it needs to be in. Because fire, flare, air breezes, water flows, and sand shifts, right? So, you know, candy. My bad. Yeah, building this knowing system and connecting to it more, because like I said, we already have it. We already have these powers. We just have to unlock, like, a lot of them are still locked, right? But a lot of them are already unlocked, right? But we have to unlock these powers, then activate them, use them, and try to connect to them and understand them. But yeah, we also have to like find out what the fuck activates them after we unlock them and shit. And yeah, it's a whole journey. It's fun. It's alright though. Okay, that's enough for the knowing system, cornering information. Oh yeah. So guys, you're gonna want to tap into your royal energies, right? Because part of us going through those lifetimes of being... Oh, my phone almost fell. But yes, part of us going through those lifetimes of being royal, right, was to mature us to knowing how the fuck to act, right? But it was also to give us a sense of self-worth, right? Which makes us cocky, bougie, picky, stingy, and some other shit. Oh no, that's the next line. That's for the next thing. But yes, some other shit that I didn't write down, right? So you're gonna want to learn how to be these things, right? So that you can be those things respectfully, right? So then you don't have to limit your energy or block your energy in any way. But you can also mature your energy this way, right? It's the same way as something I'm going to say later on in the video, if I get to, because it's like, I think probably like the last thing I wrote down. Yeah, it's the very last thing I wrote down. Wow, but yeah, you're gonna want to learn how to be cocky, right? I want to explain all of these things because, like, you know, just to make sure people are exactly, like, they know exactly what I'm trying to tell them about what I mean when I say cocky, bougie, picky, and stingy, and how these are royal energies, right? Or energies of royalty. And I don't know what that was. It's like it's like I was channeling there, but then something just cut off. All right. Fuck. Damn. Then I forgot what I was saying. I guess enough said. Be dramatic, right? Pout, throw a fit, and be cringy. Like I said, so that you can know how to do these things. Like, I be having silent fits and shit, right? Like, I want to learn how to respectfully throw a fit so that I'm not disrespecting God, because we've learned to do that, right? Blame God for this and that and other shit when we're having a fit or pouting or, yeah. Also, you know, because these are also healing energies, right? You throwing a fit is you expressing and letting that energy flow, right? And if you can know how to throw a fit, right? Like emotional intelligence and emotionally intelligently, I don't know. If you can know how to do that in that way, right? Then you can heal when you are throwing a fit. You can heal when you're pouting, and when you are being cringy, right? We're talking about being dramatic, right? To help you be yourself to where you can just flow. So when you're being cringy, this helps you like kill off certain egos, right? That will block you from expressing yourself to its fullest. Because, like I said, God is cringe. God is everything. I didn't say God is cringe, but I don't think I have to. God is everything. So when God is expressing through us, right? Yeah, God is gonna be cringy. So you're going to, like, if you want to serve God, right? Serve yourself. You're going to have to let yourself do this. You're gonna have to let yourself be cringy so that you can express all of your energy, right? And be that energy to where you can just flow. Bars. Candy, candy, candy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. But yeah, here's where the gap was. Be dramatic. I wanted to write some other stuff down other than just pouting, right? Sadness, throwing a fit, being mad, right? Or being cringy. I guess you being too happy, right? Yeah, moving on. Clear heart and mind. Yeah, I think this is heart. Impulse, thoughts, silent mind. Oh, so I think this is okay, so think of the elements, right? Like when it's windy outside, you can't really hear that far because of all the wind, or like when there's too many waves in the water, right? Like when it's raining, it blinds fish and shit. it and I think rain, right, blinds other aquatic creatures, right? Because of all the commotion going on. I'm so sorry. I don't like to smack, and I was gonna make myself stop smacking, but be you where you just flow. But yeah, so your heart, right, is where your wind element is. The wind element is also the mind, right? So when that one is clear, right? When all that stuff is clear, there's not so much impulsive thinking going on, right? Oh wait, no, this is me breaking down something else. Impulsive thoughts. Okay, right. My bad. Spirit is helping me remember what's T, right? All right. So, when all that stuff is clear, you're gonna start to hear, let's say, the ants running around and shit, right? Like you're gonna hear that well. You're gonna hear the flutters of a butterfly. Whoa. Whoa. I was gonna say the flap of a bird wing, but I guess flutter of a butterfly wings is also, yeah. So like those are impulsive thoughts, right? You'll hear these impulsive thoughts, right? And Oh man, there's also another gap right here, by the way, because all of this was supposed to help me brace some good shit down, man. I want to stop talking and wait and like write this shit down, because like I said, I be learning with y'all. Um, okay, yeah, the impulsive thoughts, right? That's proof of other people's thoughts, right, from outside of you, right? That's proof of those energies and frequencies hitting your receiver and you being able to pick up on it because you're connected to that said receiver. Because that receiver is in your avatar receiving your energy so that, your energy can move your avatar for you. But sometimes your avatar moves on its own, right? Or it can be swayed so heavily by other shit, right? To the point where it's just more proof of outside shit affecting you spiritually. But also silence your mind, right? Silent mind. So you have I put impulsive thoughts, talking about all that shit. Oh, and sometimes it's your own dialogue too. That's still like, because remember, you're just awareness. So when you focus on these certain thoughts, that's you just agreeing. Yes, this is what I want to think about. This is what I want to form into this reality. So, where are we? We need to look at this again. Silent mind, thoughts, impulsive thoughts. Right. Those impulsive thoughts sometimes is just your dialogue that's written in your code, because like you yourself is a written code, right? But you are such a intelligently written code to where you are your own writer, right? Because we are portals of creations and shit, right? Like sources, right? So when you think of yourself, your real self, think energetically of someone, like think of everything outside of you, right? That you see outside of you is the table, right? Someone sitting down, and like that someone is you, right? Your higher self. That's you sitting down. And the pencil is you. And the canvas is your area that you occupy all the time. So on this canvas, right? Think of one of those canvases that you can like slide that eraser, that magnet eraser on, right? And then just like, let's say flipbook a movie, right? A stop motion picture movie, right? And like that's what your higher self is doing. It's like writing down furiously, like in dialogue, or drawing everything down at this table, for each second or each next moment type shit. And yeah, so you can pick up on this dialogue, right? When you tap in and do all that shit, right? And raise your frequency and your consciousness to those higher dimensions, to where you can start to see the dialogue of life form around you. Like how I said, like sometimes when I'm on shrooms and I can hear the frequencies of how just shit is happening and being manifested and written into this world, like I can hear myself blinking. I can hear my higher self monologuing how I'm blinking, monologuing everything. Like, bro, like I really couldn't have a sixth sense this way. Like sometimes, like before shit hits the floor behind me, like it's like all I will hear is drops, right? But like, I don't know if I've told you what this voice sounds like before yet, but it sounds like a really loud, heavy whisper, right? Really just like, I don't want to say aggressive because like they're so calm, but it's just like really like silent whisper as well. It's like this whisper, man. Fuck it, I'm not gonna take time to explain that shit. But man, this should be, bro. My bad, I had to come back down to the material realm real quick, because like, man, this shit be out of this world. This shit I have to try and explain. But all right, what was I talking about? Spirit. Oh shit. Oh right. So like, yeah, before like something will like hit the ground, like I'll hear it on this material realm, like hitting the ground behind me, right? It's like in the spirit I will hear drops, but in my what I will feel, right, my internal dialogue, it'll tell me that the drops, whatever is dropping, right, is coming from behind me. That's what my internal, it's like a compass, right? It's just pointing in that direction behind me. Drops is coming from behind me. So whatever is dropping is about to hit the ground, and then I can feel it when it's about to, like, you know, I can feel when shit is moving and how shit is moving through the ethers and shit, and I can hear the dialogue as well. And yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not saying this is all scary and shit. I'm just saying, like, yeah, you're gonna want to be ready for when you experience these new things, right? Because yeah, they are new to us now. Like, they're not new to us, right? Because our soul remembers this shit, and like we'll be ready for it. But like, because we're still in this mind, right, coming through this experience, it's still gonna be new for us, right? Also, thank you, Helios. That fucking, ooh, you're so warm, brother, man. All right, emo guide. Wants, fears, love, excite, sad, happy, bliss. Oh, right. So oh, damn, my bad, guys. But yeah, your emotions are a guide, right? And all these things are a guide for a lot of different things in a lot of different situations, right? So like your wants, your fears, like in certain, like I really want to break all this stuff down, but time. So yeah, we might extend this video to another video, or I'm gonna just tell you this way, the way I'm about to break it down right now, right? Our emotions are guides, right? They guide us differently in different situations, right? For all of these different emotions, right? Your wants, your fears, what you love, what excites you, what makes you sad, what makes you happy, what brings you bliss, what makes you angry. I think that says tests. Oh, yes. And sometimes your emotions can, you know, because your higher self, your emotions is like another body for you, right? Another vehicle for you to use to gauge certain things, right? Certain conscious awarenesses and shit, right? So sometimes your angel guides, right, will send you certain emotional triggers within yourself, right? Either a trigger or just an emotion itself, to help test you, prepare you for stuff, or confirm certain things to you, right? I also wrote test again with the question mark. I forgot what that was about. That was supposed to be funny. Saint Rick? What? Oh yes, Saint Rick, the systems stolen resources. What? Keep. Oh yes. Okay, I want to break down that first part. Saint Rick, right? Because Rick, you know, from Rick and Morty. Forgot what he did, but it's like Man, Rick and Morty is so woke. um, Saint Rick, the system, stolen resources. Right. I'm gonna just read this whole thing. Keep current chi. Yes, current chi flow. Right. The current of chi flow, or currency. Keep that flow within our community. Right. Grow foundations for ourselves and each other, or like, at least just our families and shit, right? Because that should be, more than enough, because we really just want to save ourselves, sadly, in the situation. Yes, but you know at this point, I feel like we are advanced enough to where we can at least save our, you know our families. Even if our families were just part of this matrix, we can still go back and be like, hey, y'all, dog, we in this kind of a situation, we might want to be focusing on this now, get it. Even if they're still in your ass about what the fuck ever, just be like, yeah, let's just squash this beef, because it's not even what we thought it was for real, type shit. So, create space, building. Oh, okay. So create space for building connections, expressing, or like expression, studying, your spirituality, or just being conscious about shit, transcendence, spiritual and conscious transcendence. And then, so what I mean by all of these, right? Because I was going off of the chakra system, right? With, hold on. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier about Saint Ricking their system, right? Basically, because I don't know, I forgot what this fucking phrase came from, Saint Ricking the system. It was supposed to be funny. But yeah, we want to basically go into their stores, right? Buy all of their food that they stole from us, steal it, buy it, whatever. And just take the resources that we will need to start growing our own shit and building our own shit, right? Like, instead of me trying to go out and find a bunch of copper wire, I'm just gonna pick up pennies from the ground, right? Melt it in a thing, and then, go through that whole process of me making the wire myself, right? Because if I'm not going to buy this wire for my own people, then fuck, I look like feeding your system, right? I'm gonna steal your wires and I'm gonna say it on my YouTube channel without giving a fuck, right? And I'm going to inspire my crowd to do the same shit, right? Fuck the system, show the government that I don't got no fucking manners. But yes, I don't got time for doing all that shit, It's a good scheme. Going to the malls and digging through their trash, or just waiting for the mans to come out so I can, sweep up their fake jewelry or whatever and shit. I'm not gonna sell y'all fake jewelry, because my jewelry is not gonna be jewelry. It's gonna be tools and shit, right? But like, yeah, that's just like an idea, right? Like, they're wires and shit too, right? At that point, I'm gonna just make my own fucking wires. At that point, we should just grow our own food, right? Selling our own jams and meals and prepared foods, right? Like picked foods, right? Because we won't GMO our shit. We won't do all kinds of extra shit to our shit, right? To our weed, to our shrooms. We're not gonna spray all kinds of shit on our shit. Like my plug was telling me that, Shroom Dude was taking too long because he's not gonna put his stuff in the machine to dry it out because it loses potency and shit like that, right? I respect that. So we're not going to do shit like that to our stuff, right? Because we are real motherfuckers. We actually care about our community, about growing a motherfucking community, not a business, right? America is a business, it's not a community. It's not a... It's an extension from Britain, right? From whatever they got going on over there in the United Kingdom, right? But yeah, we gotta find a way to break away from their shit, right? This was just another download, but let me implement it into being yourself to where you just flow, right? Because now you can have your own grounding to stand on, right? Now you build your own foundation in such a way, right? Like, we need to start... How many motherfucking like, we have so many construction... I forgot what those specifically are called. Like construction workers, house flippers, tech engineers, all this and that in our community, right? And we're still not trying to break away and build our own neighborhoods. How many of us are still trying to buy their apartment buildings and buy their lots for this and that, right? But not try and buy real land to fucking build our own self-sustainable neighborhoods to where we have our own kind of garden and this and that in our backyard type shit. Like, we'll get to it, trust me. It's not because I said it, it's because a lot of us are thinking it. But yeah, growing your foundation in that way, you have a space to create, right? A creating space to, create your reality, your projects and your this and that. And then you have a space for where you start to build your creations and shit. And we need to build things, right, to help us create situations for us to experience more flow states, right? So even if building those things, right, is just you buying a bunch of shit for your room, right, so that you can have a certain experience of being a certain kind of content creator that you want, right? Or you renting out a lot so that you can, build a barn to do this and that or whatever, right? It's a lot. Connections. Yeah, the more people you connect with, right, the more energies you have to flow with, right? This will be easier for you to build a great momentum of a good flow of energy to help you manifest realities and shit. This is why divine unions are so important, or just divine encounterments and shit in general. Like our soul tribe, we really gotta start trying to link up with our soul tribe, going within ourselves, doing the shadow work and all that shit, so that we can have the energy we need to be in for when we do have these divine encounterments, right? So that we don't fuck them up, right? Expression, that one's obvious. Finding building a foundation, right? Growing a foundation for you to be able to express yourself so that you can be you to where you just flow, right? I'm gonna just get to this one page and then record the next page on my other phone. Come right back out here type shit. Oh, I still got this energy. Spit. Alright, where were we? It's expression. Oh no, I dropped my water bottle. Let me light this thingy thing real quick. While I'm thinking. Okay, so part of that foundation is a community, right? And you don't always need a community to express yourself, right? But like I said, with these energies and that flow of energy, right? So you're going to have to disconnect from certain energies. Either that would be people, places, or things, so that you can free up space, right, to build a new kind of foundation of, you know, the right energies you would want to be around to help bring out certain expressions of you that you would want to, you know, master or level up or, you know, maximize or, you know, practice more type shit. Yeah. It's like when I go over back to my dad's side of the family, right? I have to be sober. I have to. Like, completely. Like, it's funny as fuck because, like, you know, they still be trying me sometimes. It's weird. It's like they want to, I don't know, it's like they used to get over on me so much when I was younger, right? And they know I'm different now. So sometimes they still gotta try me to see how I'm going to react if I catch them trying something like this, so that they can know if they would want to try that or not. So, and I say that's funny, right? Because, you know, I would usually want to be high around that kind of energy so that I can be numb to certain things and stay in a meditative state, right? Certain things, but no, I need to be right on like my shit, right? Mentally, energetically, all around, so that I can be able to, you know, gauge certain situations in and out and, you know, maintain myself on that level. Because, yeah, I love my people, even if, you know, you're on bullshit for whatever reason. Foundation to study, grow foundation to study, right? Like, oh, I'm moving soon. Man, I wish I got to do an intro for this video, but I still don't even know if I got time. I'm gonna do the intro, right? For that, it'll be an outro, right? Fuck, I'll just do an outro. It won't be an intro. Because I was gonna say I'm gonna do an intro for this video at the end, but like, I don't know, I still might introduce what this video is or what it's supposed to be about, even though the title should already say it. But yeah, so like, you're gonna want to have the time, right, in the space, in the resources, to be able to put yourself in the right energy to want to study certain things, right? That will elevate you. Boom, enough said. Then the spiritual and conscious transcendence. Did I light this thing yet? No, I did not. I probably did. It's shorter. But yes, build a foundation, right? Grow a foundation. Because I don't want to just say build, right? Grow. You want it to be as natural as possible so that you can, be in a natural flowing energy, right? But yes, build a foundation so that you can transcend spiritually and consciously. Implement being conscious about certain shit, right? Into your spirituality. But do it in such a way that it's transcending. What I mean by this is, okay, so yes, putting yourself in the right energy, right? To be motivated and stay on this kind of thing, right? Because it's about not repetitivity, not being fuck, why can't I say the word? Whatever. It's not about being on that, right? It's about this energy lasting over time. So you don't have to do it so many times throughout the day or the week, right? You just have to do it, today or this week, that month, so that it stretches throughout the year, so that these years stretches throughout the whatever, right? Because when you settle this energy into your life, right, it will, like, when you set this energy into your life this way, right, or just like energetically commit to it this way, right, then you might even start seeing shit change instantly, right? Like in that spot that you thought that, okay, I'm gonna start doing it this way, and then like shit, you might just get a call or a text or a notification or something might catch your attention type shit, but because like that's how energy works, right? Once you agree to be on that timeline, you are on that timeline. How you doing? But yeah, let's get to that outro. Yeah, I'm moving, bro. I'm moving. Yeah. So yeah, now I'm gonna have, my own space to start working out every morning, type shit, every dawning, every rising. Then I'm gonna, go back. Basically, I have the space to go back on my old schedule, my old ascending schedule and shit. And yeah, that's fun. So also, I think I'll, because of how other things are moving, right? I don't want to talk too much about it right now, but my abundance is coming through, basically, type shit, right? And yeah, I full on believe that my mom is, ooh, excuse me, one of the, like, I don't know if I want to say the divine encounterment that I was supposed to have for this like whole business part and like building a foundation and shit. Because like, yes, that part is definitely happening, but like there's also another, like, there's other things that I'm not talking about, like sexual needs and shit, but like, that too. But like there's other things that other people, not just, my queen, who's on her way, but like, other people who are going to have to be there for other things that I'm going to energetically be in need of. My needy ass. But yeah, that's just God, God needs a lot. That's why God created all of us, so that we can experience ourselves. We are all that we need. Sorry I'm smoking so much. I'm on the Umis. And because I'm, like, I wouldn't say mostly energy right now, but because I'm becoming energy right now, I can snack on this thing. Because it's like, I don't want to say it's like candy to me, but yes, it is like candy right now. Like, while I'm in this state, it's like candy. And I say that because of the kind of energy that I am. For me to experience energy or, reality in the way that I'm experiencing it in, this is like something that I can just eat through. Like, energetic wise, like, bruh, it should be stupid. Like, I popped some Umis earlier, but they're not, like, fully hitting. So it's like he's not here all the way. But yeah, he be eating through my fucking weed, bro. That shit is annoying as fuck. God, yes, that nigga be eating through my fucking weed, bro. And I say God because, for one, he is a deity, whoever I become, right? But also, because of what he is, like, physically, when I'm experiencing it, it's like he's just everything. I don't want to, like, break it down, right? Because I don't want to get cut off trying to break down what he is. That's how much he is of what he is. Like, he's just energy, okay? He's everything. And, like, it becomes so much clearer to me every time I become more of him, right? Because I start to see hold on. The more you become more of yourself, right? The more you get to see what you are, right? The more you get to notice that, yes, you are everything. Basically what I was trying to say. Man, I ate all my candy. Conscious in battle. Shared. Oh, yes. So we share consciousness, right? Like when we are in battle, like how Naruto and Sasuke were reading each other's mind through each other's punches, right? Like through each other's attacks, they could read each other's mind, what they were thinking of and planning and all this other stuff, right? And when you are arguing with someone, right? When you are in battle with when you are in any kind of a battle with somebody, right? You can start to read their inner dialogue. And like you guys start to share that dialogue too, because you starting to fuse. Oh, right. This is how I got this fucking not dialogue. Fuck. This is how I got this download. Because I was playing Superhero Life 2 again, right? And I was fighting with people and I was like, yo, we are sharing a consciousness, bro. Like, we are so yin yang right now. It's awesome. I want to continue fighting you type of shit. Like, this shit is amazing. I love fighting people like that. Because like, you have the Infernal Punch, right? It's like a fireball. And then you have teleportation and speed, right? Those two movement abilities, powers, right? So then I think one of us, right, used speed, and then the other person used teleportation to carry that infernal punch attack to each other, right? And then like, you know, when we were so on point with our aim, it was just like so cool within that split second how fast we were moving, and intuitively it just looked so beautiful, bro. I wish our flames like, I be passionate about this shit, bro. I wish our flames were colored green and blue so that it could be just that much more beautiful. You know what? It probably was. Our flames were probably green and blue. Because I remember, like, I was fighting someone else, and, like, we ended up, like, right back to back to each other. And then we shot our flames, and it was green and blue. Like, we had just missed each other. It just looked so beautiful. And then the way we dipped out from that area, too, it was just like, wow. I could see why people were just sitting around watching this shit. Because, bruh, if I was one of you noobs, I would get the fuck out the way. You don't know what you don't know what kind of timing we are on, bro. Like like if one of us well, not me, because I'm not an asshole, but if I be taking too long healing and shit, the other person will go ahead and start killing other people waiting for me. Bruh, that shit is funny as fuck, bruh. But and then like, yeah, they just see like they won't be able to hit me because my dodging, like I told you, I be using my powers for real. I be too intuitive, bro. So my dodging just be on point, and it just be like, all right, I'm gonna just sit back and wait for this nigga to come back over here. But yes, our consciousness in battle, like especially in battle, right? Because we have to try so hard, right? Our consciousness, it raises our frequency. That's something else I think I told you this earlier in the video, right? Doing negative, low vibrational shit, right? Like arguing can raise our frequency to higher dimensions. It can raise our frequency to the point where we go into higher dimensions because, you know, self-defense instincts and shit, right? Like that, right? It's a self-defense thing. So it's like, it just put us on go for us to be prepared for this shit. But like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, how are you? And like, people are so fucking annoying and childish. Like, I need to read motherfucking natal charts and have good conversations with them about their experiences up until this point, right? before we go on from that point, because I don't want to sit here confused about why you're acting this way or treating this way or assuming this about me or trying to get over me in this way. And it's like, come on now, like I'm already dealing with enough, bro. Like, I'm not in the position to tell you yet, but you know, I have to end this world so that I can rebuild it. So like, you know, kind of leave me alone so that I can go get my energy right so that I can do my fucking job. Cause y'all over here trying to force me into their plantations, right? Into their matrix system jobs and shit, right? Their matrix that I have to fucking destroy. Do you see how much sense that makes? The fuck I look like working for them if I have to destroy their system. And y'all over here trying to get on me about some other shit in the matrix. Man, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Respectfully. But yeah. And right, that's what I was talking about. Because when we have these conversations and they start to turn, people try to push them into arguments, right? And it's like, okay, cool, I don't give a fuck about that because it's just you straining your own energy. But why are you straining your energy to the point where you rose your frequency to be advanced enough to start trying to do childish, witty things to me or against me, saying this and that and trying to like, bro, I know you don't know what spell work is, right? But just trust me, my spirit team doesn't give a fuck about none of that, and they know what spell work is. So by you making these weird remarks and, you know, doing all this extra shit around me, right? It's not just, I don't know who, you know, may be watching this, right? And thinking, oh, they're talking about me. Yes, I am talking about you, but just know that you're not the only one I'm talking about. This is another reason why I'm pressed the way that I am. But because I'm so mature, you don't get to see that. But yes, there's too many people on my ass in the wrong way, right? But because of this move, right, it's just gonna be me and my mom, and I'm going to talk to her, right, about how she needs to get on my ass in the right way, right? So that when she does get on my ass, right, I can completely surrender, right? And, you know, just go with the flow. Because I'm still going to have to surrender, right, in some kind of way until we get to that point, right? But, you know, until we have that conversation, I mean, when we have that conversation, then I get to completely, you know, surrender and be in flow in the right way and have the right people around me, right, to help me manifest what I'm trying to manifest, right? Which is going to be one of these businesses which should help crash their matrix system, right? Because we still have to be here until it's gone. You know, I'm not going nowhere. Fuck. I came here for a reason. I'm not going nowhere. So, yeah, I'm gonna just do my thing. I'm gonna play by the rules. They want to play their game. You know, they got people confused, so we have to move a certain way. Because if we just try to move anyway, right? They have too many people confused. And too many of our people confused. And our people have the real power, right? So, yeah. Until then, we just play the game by the rules. And just watch how their bullshit just falls and crumbles. I'm laughing because I promise you it will be funny. It will be fun. It will be funny. This is a whole little transcending game, right? That we gods like to play. Right? So let's tap in, chosen ones. I guess that's all I have to really say about all of that. Ooh, I had enough time, I guess. I had more time than I thought I had. Alright, y'all take it easy. Love y'all. Peace out.